Go ahead.
Good evening, all. This is Dietitian Flora here. Today, I'm back again with another topic, nutrition and a healthy topic. It is like fertility do's and don'ts. So let us know that like what to eat and what not to eat. And every day we'll be knowing about like so many queries. We have been overwhelming into our minds. Like, should I eat this or that? Okay, is it good way to eat a good food or it's the right way? Like how to eat and what not to eat. Like every day we think a lot. When we are into too much of medication, or if I tell you the daily habits, the main important part to know that it is a better way to know which is what is the right way and how we have to eat. So daily query questions, what I am here to tell you about, and mainly I am here to know tell you about the eat in the right way and how to eat about it. So here the slide is telling about a is about I need to buy a organic fruit, right? So nowadays we have been everywhere. It is like organic, right? So all my patients, all my clients are like, do I really want to go and buy a organic food? And should I usually what I advise my patient is like, no, it is not necessary to go and buy only an organic one, but whatever you are buying it should be washed well, right? So it should be washed well and washed in a correct way. So as I am a dietitian, like I suggest like no need to buy an organic if depends on the budget as well as the product where it is available. So everywhere it is not available in an organic way. So we have a limited and a few stores where we get on only an organic ones. But here I advise no need to overthink to go buy and only for an organic one. You can buy whatever it is easily available at your surroundings, right? So you wash it. Okay, if you are eating with the skin, you just wash it with the salt water, soak in a water for at least an hour, 15 minutes later, and you can wash it with the salt or vinegar water or baking soda. You can have it later on. Okay, this the slide where it tells that you can have any fruits or any food where it is available in the local way also. Okay, next slide. I'm going to swap foods. Like if you're having a low progesterone, see, progesterone is an important hormone where it is important to implantation as well as for the pregnancy, right? If your ovaries start producing the progesterone, it strengthens up, and it makes the progesterone makes the thickening of the uterus lining, right? So the progesterone is most important hormone for implantation as well as the pregnancy, right? So it is here is the slide where it tells about the mashed potato. Potato you need to swap with a healthy carbs like a broccoli. Okay, broccoli is high in protein as well as carbs too. So it is most important to know like food in a healthy way, where to swap in a healthy way, right? So this slide clearly tells about like high calorie food, processed food, which is not at all healthy. Okay, so the chocolate, which are more in calories, here I suggest you to I as a dietitian I request you to swap for these nuts and seeds. Okay, nuts and seeds are healthier, which is more of vitamins and minerals in it. Okay, good amount of fatty acids as well. So vitamin E is also available in them. So minerals, which is more important to increase the, see, it is not the progesterone where no, all the fruits or not any food doesn't contain the progesterone in the food what we are taking, but where you can health health wise if we think about, you have to include good food. Okay, not a junk food or something else where you have to be included, which is unhealthy to our body, right? So which is a junk always. So choose in a right food in a right portion in a right way. Okay, so it is if we see broccoli in the high protein as well as nuts and seeds, which gives you a good amount of vitamins and minerals in that, and red meat. Okay, which is a saturated fat, the more fatty acids which is available, as well as the protein. Okay, if we look into the beans and lentils, which is whole in fiber, and the good amount of protein where you have to include in the right way, in the right quantity. So if you are want to increase the progesterone in your body, try to have in a healthy way where the nutrients store up in your body and gives you a better result for tomorrow. The healthy hormone. Next slide, if we come, if you are looking for the healthy hormones, see here the swap these for these again, the white bread. Okay, white bread into the whole grain bread. So whole grain bread, which is a whole, again whole grains, which is more in fiber, where which makes you full easier. The animal protein into the plant-based protein. Animal protein, the stored. Okay, the here it is again stored up with the salt and the vinegar over there, and it is a preservative there. Preservatives we usually don't advise in the fertility treatment. So I request you to shift to the plant-based proteins, whether it might be any kind of tofu, it might be the soya milk, it might be the almond milk, where you can shift into, and other is like for every woman there is a query related to the milk. Okay, low fat milk dairy into the full fat milk. So it is like researchers has proven that full fat dairy is more helpful in the implantation and to increase the quality of our egg. So, so full fat milk should be taken where compared to the low fat dairy. Okay, when we shift to the next slide here, again the red meat into the oily fish. So oily fish is again good in omega-3 fatty acids, and the red meat where it is in a full fat, and it is again where it increases the cholesterol, the fat amount where we look into, it is unhealthy over there. And but oily fish, the salmon, where you can and include in your daily diets, which is good in omega-3 fatty acids, as well as good amount of antioxidants, good amount of vitamin E, which plays an important role in the fertility. So here, shifting the swap to the white rice to the brown rice, where we are talking where the whole grains, the whole products, what which makes us, and it gives us the more requirement of the nutrients, right? So it makes us full easier, and it has packed a number of minerals and vitamins in it. So we want a good amount of vitamins and minerals to store in the body, right? I request you to kindly, if you are into the treatment, if you want a better result for tomorrow, and it is not like I'm not an obese person, why do I need to shift to a brown rice? Everybody would have a query like this. So it is not depending on the weight loss. We want a right nutrient and the right way, where you have to store the good nutrients in the body for the better result tomorrow, right? So but the white rice which has been polished back, so the vitamins and minerals what it is on that, it might disappear. So the whole product where you might get some amount of vitamins which are present, which is more important in the fertility. And the processed meat to the chicken and fish. And again, the process, it is like storing over there, and the microorganisms found, the bacteria is available on that. And the other way, chicken and turkey, where you can include it in the fresh way, in the cooked form, not into a deep fries. There again, a healthy cooking and a fresh meal where you can include it. And the skim milk and the full fat milk, where in the previous slide I have been telling about the full fat milk, where it is the researchers has proven that which is develops the increase the quality of egg, which is has been showed us. So you can include into the full fat milk if you are thinking about the fat content in that, where you can dilute some water, remove the cream twice, thrice, then you can have the full fat milk. Okay, the next slide comes into the again the oil content, where compared to the coconut oil to the extra virgin olive oil, where we all know that olive oil is having good amount of omega-3 fatty acid, the good fats, what we call. So saturated fats to the monounsaturated fatty acids, what we require in the fertility basis, right? So I usually talk up to my patients like everybody has a query like how much quantity of oil do I need to include it, and what amount of oil and what kind of oil it is required. See, and usually in the fertility treatment, mostly it is a superfood, what we call is like omega-3 fatty acids. So a good amount of olive oil where it can increase, it will be increased with a good amount of omega-3 fatty acids, which are can boost up your helps in the quality of the egg as well as the sperm health, and also in the implantation, which is important to have the omega-3 vitamin E oils as well. So next, the sugars, the refined cereals, where we usually are being used to have going with the ready-made foods, right? The cereal will just in the breakfast we are adding up a ready-made cereal. It might be the muesli. We are adding up. It is high in GI. I mean, the glycemic index is high. We are just adding, taking in the bowl and adding one glass of milk. In a hurry, we are just having one bowl of breakfast, and we are ending up there. So it is not the right way. Where you can swap the refined or sugar cereal into the oats or a porridges kind of. See, oats is like again where you get a full fiber in that, okay, and the porridge, the different kind of porridge, the millets porridge, okay, where you can have it in the form of in a healthy way, like it might be the foxtail millet, okay, usually we call it as ragi, jawar, okay, all these which are more in nutrients, which makes you feel easier, and it is in a healthy way, which is more in iron, calcium, the minerals, the vitamins, all these antioxidants which are more important in the fertility treatment, okay. And the next juice, again it is also an ready-made. We have been all the pack, we nowadays we are used to of all the making into preservatives, right? So we are like we are making our lifestyle very easy, like ready-made by you just buy it, pour it in glass, finish off having one, and rushing around. So it is not the right way of having a preservative juice. Here, the juice is like we are extracting the pulp over there, extracting the juice and throwing out the pulp over there. So what we want is like the whole fruit, which is more in fiber, okay, the more in vitamins. So that is how the well, for one glass of a juice, usually we use 3 to 4 mosambis to get one glass of a juice, and we are adding up extra sugar over there. So where you are adding up the calories, but you are eliminating the vitamins and minerals and the fiber from it, right? So I request you to swap the juice from the fruit, okay, to the fruit, like it makes you feel easier, stay for the longer time, and good in fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Next, for the butter, to the avocado. Again, avocado butter is again saturated fat to the healthy fat, where avocado gives you, it is actually a superfood for the fertility. Good amount of n number of vitamins and minerals, and good amount of fiber, omega-3 fatty acids, the good fat which is present and which is usually a superfood for the fertility. Okay, so you can include, you can add up your avocado into a bread spread, would be the smoothie in the form of smoothie or in the form of salad. It's up to you. Recipe is yours, but try to include in a good way and the right way and good amount of which is more an n number of vitamins what we require for the fertility treatment. Okay, and next I'm going to tell about, do I really need to cut down the gluten and the dairy from your daily diet? It is like lot. No, because the gluten, if you are like if you are suffering from any celiac disease, or if you are allergic to any kind of dairy, it would be the gluten. So if you are allergic to any kind of these gluten-free diet, if you are, so you have to eliminate from there, where your doctor has to be advised there. If you are, you need to check your, like if you are suffering from any celiac disease or what. So I usually tell us it is not to eliminate the gluten from your diet, because You can add, because gluten is present in ragi, it is present in the oats as well. You can include in the daily diet. It is not compulsory to eliminate gluten from your diet, not dairy from your diet. Okay, where it, as I was talking about the full fat milk, which is important, and the research has proven that it is good for the implantation as well as to improve the quality of the egg. And next thing, I'm gonna come with an other query. Like everybody has, like I am like over 35 now. It is too late for me to have a baby. Like right, everybody thinks like, is it? I have been crossed 30s now. Is the right time to have a baby, right? So it is not regarding the age. You have to check what kind of a lifestyle you are into, the where you have to have a better nutrition, like a right nutrition, what I was talking about. And the diet is a number one, where you have to have a good nutritious food, where the nutrients store up in your body and which makes you healthy from the inside. Okay, you, the more the giant you are, the more you are spoiling your body. Okay, this is how it is improving. To improve the fertility, you want a good amount of a good nutritious diet and a balanced diet. It is number one, where I advise to all my patients, like diet is number one, always diet is number one. And also the lifestyles, are you having a good amount of sleep? Okay, are you hydrated well? What, are you stressed out? What about what, in a diet, are you, the diet is like not eating only a one portion of dal, one portion of rice doesn't work out, where you have to include all the fruits, vegetables from all the food groups. We want a dairy, we want a pulses, you want a good amount of fiber, you want a good amount of lentils. In this way, where you have to include the right diet, where a good amount of diet storing up the nutrients is more important to make, tell you yes about, and also keep the quality of your egg well, which really helps. The diet is number one, where I usually tell my patients. Okay, and the next is like only focusing on the nutrition during the 2 weeks of wait. When your transfer has been done, like every patient has a query related to this. This, like after the transfer has done, then they come back to me and they'll be asking around, like, ma'am, should I eat this or should I need to avoid anything? Now my transfer has done. When you have you have stick the embryo, where it is not the 2 weeks of diet doesn't work out, my dear patients. It is like where you have to start up with a good nutrition, like almost from the 2 months. Okay, when you start up your treatment, you have to continue the diet. It is not that instant way. Today you are eating in a day, in a night. It doesn't work out, right? So you, the nutrients where I'm talking about today is you have to maintain the diet right from the treatment starts. Okay, not, you have to check like what kind of a diet are you looking into. So it is not an instant way, right? So that is why I'll be telling all my patients, like it is not an instant, nothing gonna change in overnight, right? So you have to have a good nutritious diet right from the treatment, where you have to store the good nutrients. Okay, apart from that, usually I advise to include good amount of, I mean good fats, like omega-3 fatty acids. It might, the beetroot would help you, the vitamin E, it will help you out, omega-3 fatty acids will help you out, and the good nutrition amount, where it is useful and helpful after the when you stick into the embryo, right? Nutrition is the first priority, and also the lifestyles. This slide tells you about. And next slide, if you look into the next slide, focusing on the supplements rather than food. See, yes, the food, what we are taking, gives you a good amount of vitamins, minerals. Okay, but still, you might, we have to fill few gaps in between. That is why we have, the doctors would advise like any kind of supplements. It might be the folic acid, it might be the vitamin E supplements, like to fill up the gaps. Okay, not to completely depending on the diet. Okay, so Here I'm here to tell you about, even if you are taking a good food, but still when you're into treatment, you have to fill up the gaps by taking a good supplements where it gives you support, full support and extra support, which it really helps you to better implantation and healthy, improve the quality of your egg and improve the sperm health as well. So you need to add up focus on food rather than supplements as well. So if you are taking good amount of food, where right way from the cycle goes on, good amount of food to improve your nutrients, and also where it has to be, and the doctor has to be advised according to your treatment, where you have to get enough amount of vitamins and minerals. Okay, so if you move on to the next slide. Again, a daily query from my patients like, can I have my morning coffee? Yes, absolutely, yes, you can enjoy your coffee, but not into a big mug kind of. Every day, two smaller cups where you can include it every day. Okay, but not too much of caffeine in your daily diet. It affects your fertility, but a very small 2 cups of coffee where you can include it happily. And next, moving to the next slide, a fertility cleanse will help me to get pregnant. Again, how many of you are doing a detox diet nowadays? It's been like, if I detox myself, okay, my toxins will go out, right? You're thinking in that way, right? But no, it will not. Because detoxification and cleansing, that is what this slide tells about. It like cleansing is important, but not try it all the month or twice a month. See, because the whole month you cannot detoxify self, and the whole month you cannot be on it, only the liquid diet, right? So, where I was talking about the quantity, the right way, the good amount of nutritious food where you want it. Detoxifying once in a week, that's okay, but not every day doesn't work out in the fertility. Because in the fertility, you want good amount of nutrients to store up in your body. Okay, we are moving into the next slide again. And egg quality and ovarian function cannot be improved. Everybody has a query. Okay, whenever you're coming into the center, like everybody, all my patients have this query: can I improve my quality of your egg? I am almost at 30 plus now. Or can I improve the function to improve the quality, or sperm quality, or might be the egg quality? Everybody has a query, but egg quality changes with a good amount of nutrition and lifestyles. Like, keep on a check, like how many hours of sleep are you into? What kind of a physical activity are you into? A sedentary life, you have to look into that. Your body has to be supported. See, if you are taking a good diet, if there is no proper sleep, your stress hormones goes up high, right? Your cortisol hormone increases, right? Where it doesn't work out in the fertility, where your cycle, you have to be scheduled well with a good amount of good lifestyles, good amount of balanced diet, good hydration, and stress free. It is most important in the fertility. So coming into the next slide again, must be restricted and have many rules that are changing into. See, if you are into, if I see into, many patients is like, I want to lose my weight. Can I go with the keto diet or plato diet or whole 30? Okay, so it is like it doesn't work out. Okay, so if you are into any diet, it is like it gives you a temporary weight loss. We want a permanent weight loss in a healthy way with the balanced diet. The balanced diet, fertility tips where we want a variety foods to enjoy, as well as I was talking about, to storing up a good amount of vitamins and minerals, right? So a balanced diet which can really helps you to increase good amount of folic acid, good amount of omega-3 fatty acids, good amount of vitamin E, good amount of vitamin D, and good amount of vitamins, minerals, which really pack a balanced diet is packed with a number of nutrients and vitamins. Okay, so do not go with any diet for a temporary weight loss. Okay, you want in the right way. to right uh, diet to lose the weight. Okay, which is really and packed with number of nutrients. And coming into the next slide, if I am hitting my calorie goal, I am supporting my fertility. See, it is like everybody are now aware of the calories, right? Usually I talk about the calorie. So in the previous FB live, I was talking about the nutrients, like where you have to know. See, if you are taking the calories for every packet what we are eating, just turn around and you will be having a nutritional label over there. So just have a look like how many calories are you taking into. So it is nearly impossible to meet a nutrition needs from the fertility on the low calorie diet. Are you thinking about? See, it is not elimination of the calories. It is to know if you are having the unnecessary, if you are having extra sugars. See, sugars in a high in calorie, like if you are taking a high fiber fruit with a high calorie fruit, where it differs. See, if you are having one banana, see, if you are going for any kind of physical activity and if you're having one banana, it makes you full and gives you instant energy. Okay. So, but if you are eliminating a calorie in the fertility diet, okay, when we are into looking into the weight loss, we have to know the right quantity, like what kind of calories are you looking into, the sugars and the jaggery. Okay, where in the jaggery it also gives you the calories, and jaggery is good amount of iron. Where you know need to know like what it is good and what is the right way to know about, and how many calories where you have to take in a daily basis according to the height. We'll be calculating like according to the BMI, we have to divide and give you the right amount of calories and proteins and the fiber, the carbs where we have to include in your daily diet. Okay. And next, this is everybody does it in every way, right? Right from a small child, right from a pediatric, right? We are into like everywhere. It is we are searching into what it is right and what it is wrong. So all the queries, if it is every small query, what we have in our mind, we are just holding our phones and we are looking and searching into the Google, right? I think everybody accepts me like you are doing it right. Even I does. If I have any queries in my mind, first thing I doesn't go or to any of my friends nor near my doctors, but well, usually we go and search it in the Google. But as a dietitian, I doesn't want you to do the same because Google gives you best fertility diet supplements or geriatric plan, but it is not the right way. We have n number of diets nowadays to eliminate the carbs, complete carbs or complete fat from our diet, but it is not the right way because as a dietitian, as a qualified expert, where you have to go and take an advice to boost up your fertility in the right way. Okay, to knowing up the right way, it is most important. Having a balanced diet and maintaining a proper diet, that is most important in our daily basis. So in the fertility, what we want is like only a balanced diet with good lifestyle modifications where professional qualified expert can only help you out in the right way according to your treatment plan, according to your blood reports, according to the test what you have done with, so that we can plan and give you a right food in the right way. Moving to the next slide, this is how where you have been. You might have all the queries, whether it might be going for the good diet or no, or should I take this or no. This is what where I have here to tell you about, like in the right way, what kind of a food, and I think this is a very useful. Uh, Mid session, it would be like many queries. I think I have been bring to you into your notice, like in the right way, the right amount of nutrition. It is more important. It is how it is. So, do we have any queries related this session? I think we don't have. So, what to avoid while trying to conceive? See, as to avoid trying to conceive is like where again we have to know about to processed meat, refined, okay, the junk food, where you have to be avoided, and good amount of sleep. What I was, your lifestyle modification is most important. So if you are into the busy schedule and all, if you're not getting enough sleep and all, try to have it like good food, good amount of diet that is most required, a balanced diet. To avoid is like proper sleep where you have to require to good amount of sleep, good food is what you have to include it. Avoiding is like processed food, the junk food, refined one where you have to be avoided completely. How can I boost my fertility to get pregnant? Boosting up your fertility, most first thing is like omega-3 fatty acids, okay, and good amount of vitamin D, good amount of physical activity to boost up your hormones, again to activate your hormones, which really helps you and it'll give boost up your fertility to get pregnant. What food increases the fertility? So here, the good amount of food, like I was talking in the slides, like good nutritious food. Okay, the wholesome fruits, good amount of protein, good amount of omega-3 fatty acids, where you have to include an increase in the fertility, and which is very helpful to increase the quality of your egg, as sperm health, as well as for the implantation. These are the main important and the superfoods where you have to include in the fertility. I think we have done with the queries over there, and I thank you all for the this joining us here. I'm going to meet you again, get back to you with the other live session. Thank you.